by rule, every visa applicant is guilty for this. Hey guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Oyin Consola Pusayomi. I am a travel lifestyle YouTuber, and on my channel I share every great and amazing content surrounding travel, visa ideas, studying abroad, and just everything you can think of to help make your travel processes easier, seamless, and successful. So if you think you'd like to be seeing more content around this area, kindly do well to subscribe to my channel. I recently did a video where I shared the reasons why people's visas get rejected, and towards the end of the video I promised that I was going to do a video on how to show proofs of ties whenever you're going for a visa interview or whenever you're putting in your application for a visa. Without further ado, let's go straight into the video of the day. When it comes to visa application, by rule, every visa applicant is considered to have migrant intent. However, it is left to you to defend yourself or to prove yourself not guilty. Migrant intent simply means whenever you choose to apply for a visa, you are either applying there to go in search for greener pasture and might decide not to come back. Consulars do not want to know this. They want to be sure that whenever you travel to their country, you have the intentions of returning back to your country. So whether you're going on an F1 visa, which is a student visa, a D visa, a C visa, you must always declare that you're going to return back to your country, except on some cases whereby you're going on probably a visa lottery or express entry or permanent residency. Aside for all these reasons, you are meant to declare that you're going to be returning back to your country after the purpose of what you're going there to do. So by the end of this video, you will know the mistakes you're making and you will be able to rectify it so that your visa applications can be successful. So you want to stick around to the end. So how can you show proof of ties? The first thing you should do is declare that you have a job, show your appointment letter, show your letter of leave, a letter of notification from your workplace that you're actually going on holidays and you have a job to come back to. This is one very strong way to prove to the consular or to the visa officer that, oh, this person is actually doing well in his country, the person has a good job, that the person would definitely come back to. And your job should be able to give you a letter of notice that you're going on probably study leave or you're going on holidays, you're taking a leave to travel on holidays. And most especially, these letters that you're going to be submitting to the consular or to the visa officer, ensure that it's being written on the letter-headed paper of your place of work. Another way which you can show proof of home ties is by letting the visa officer know that you have a spouse back home and your spouse is actually in support of your traveling, is actually your sponsor, and is sponsoring you because he wants you to travel abroad to actually acquire a skill or gain knowledge in a particular field, probably in administrative field or in accounting field or in finance field or in whatever field it is that you're going to study. And the reason is because he wants you to come and hold a certain position in your family business and things like that. That way the consular knows that, okay, she has a spouse and your spouse is not all just pushing you to go there in search of greener pasture. He actually wants you to acquire knowledge, so when you come back you can put this knowledge in place, you know. So you can say things like that. And to back up your claims, you can also submit documents of the company, your spouse's company, submit his tax clearance, his tax document and things like that. Like, just, you know, just package everything. Whatever you're saying, always back it up. Do not just say it with words or do not just pen something down. Always submit documents to show that, okay, this is actually true. Number 3 way to show proof of family ties is by showing that you have children and you're very connected to your children. So that way you can tell that the visa officer, oh, you're very much connected to your children. You can say things that, oh, you spent the earlier years of your life having your kids, building your family, and now your family and you and your family, you've both agreed that you should travel abroad to actually enhance yourself, improve yourself. Since you've dedicated a stipulated amount of time or a certain amount of time to building your family, now it's time for you to build yourself. However, you're very much connected to your children, you love your children so much, and you look forward to always going back to see them whenever you're on holidays and things like that. Another way to show proof of home ties is by showing investment in your country. And how can you do that? So in case you have investments such as properties, land, whatever it is, businesses back in your own country, you can also declare that you have so business and you look forward to still running your business even while you're acquiring a skill or you're visiting another country. Show proof or an evidence of these businesses. Show your tax clearance, because this is one very important thing that the visa officer wants to know. They want to know that you are actually paying tax in your country. This makes you stand a very high chance of also getting your visa. Another way which you can actually show proof of home ties is by showing a gift deed. So what is a gift deed? So if your parent or like a spouse or somebody that is very close to you has actually gifted you a land or a property, you can also show this, that you have this property or this business back in your own country and it's worth certain amount of money, and then you look forward to going back to your own country. So they know that if you have something to fall back on, or if you have something to go back there to do, you do not have any reason to, you won't be stranded in their country. You won't have any reason to go to their country and not want to go back, since you have something waiting back for you. Another way which you can also show proof of home ties is if your parents are your sponsor. You can also say things like, oh, so my parents are actually sponsoring me because they want me to go and study abroad, or they want me to go abroad so I can acquire a skill, so I can come back home to run their business. Probably whatever business your parents do, you can also say things like that. And of course, if your parents are truly business owners, you will be able to show documents that shows that your parents actually have a registered company in your country. This and many more are ways through which you can show proof of family ties. I hope you now understand the difference between saying, oh, okay, so I have kids, or I have a spouse, and then not just saying that. You can say things, oh, my spouse is actually my sponsor, he wants me to travel abroad. You should be able to, it should be a give and take thing. Okay, so I'm going abroad to come back to something, or I'm going abroad to come back to be able to run a family business, or to be able to partner with my spouse so we can take our businesses or our jobs to the next level. Another way through which you can show proof of home ties is by getting like a letter of attestation from probably your community, or your community leader, from your church, from a letter of attestation that just show that, oh, this person is actually a good person, a decent person, he has been very useful to the community, and they should declare in it that they are willing to accept you anytime because you've blessed the community, you've added very good values to the community, and they are willing to take you back anytime, any day. So if you are a part of an NGO, you can get this document from your NGO or from your pastor that shows, oh, you're a worker in church, or you've been very good to the community, and things like that. So basically, these ways are ways through which the consular or the visa officer would know that, oh, this person will not actually get stranded, or this person is able to have something to come back to or fall back on if their travel plans do not go as planned, and will not be dependent on the government. I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two. In my next video, I'm going to be sharing with you some things you need to know about traveling to the Schengen region and some documents you need to put together. If you think you'd like to see these, kindly do well to remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, and also turn on that notification bell, so whenever I post a new video, you'll be one of those people to get notified. Bye.